Hello, my friends. Welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. You know, anybody can bring you the teams that are the all-time greats, the World Series winners. But who brings you the teams that are really awful? The players that are just brutal. The teams that suck hard. I do. That's right. It's time for Bad Baseball. And we're using classic APA, vintage APA, the old boards, the old booklet, and my old cards from the 1960s, back before I was born. And today, you know, my search for awful baseball is a never-ending one. You've got to be committed, my friends. You must be committed to find the players and teams that really blew. Well, I found a couple today that you're going to be proud of me for finding. Now, bad teams often win games in the 70s, the 60s, but these two teams, their win totals was in the extremely low 50s. That's right. We're separating the men from the boys on bad baseball here today, my friends. So both these teams are from the 60s. And I drew them out of a hat to see who would be the home team. The visiting team is actually an expansion club, a first-year expansion club, the 1969 Montreal Expos. Now, the Expos in 1969 used a whole lot of ball players, and their lineup and their roster at the end of the season didn't look a lot like it did at the start of the season, but they ended up their year with a crisp 52-110 record. 52-110. Yikes. Gene Mauch had his hands full, I'm thinking, with that club. Anyway, they're the road team today. The home team is even worse. That's right, worse than 52-110. This is a fourth-year expansion team from 1965. My friends, the 1965 New York Mets brought it home with a 50-112 record. Now that's 4 seasons removed from their season of 40-120. Yikes. So, we got a good one. We got 52 wins visiting 50 wins. And there's a whole lot of suckage on this field. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out channel membership. All the good stuff you get. Secondary store discounts, exclusive members-only videos, and free gifts from me every month, cards I create. So, I can't wait to get started. Let's get to today's starting lineups. I hope you enjoy the old APA cards as much as I do with the old fonts. Sometimes they wrote on them. Who knows what was going on back then. Here's the lineup for the Expos, leading off in center field. Now, these are not as played lineups, of course, because these two teams did not play each other in these seasons. But these are commonly used lineups, both of them, that were used during these seasons in question. Leading off in center, and of course we do that because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. Leading off in center field, it's Ty Klein. Batting second at second base, it's Gary Sutherland. Batting third in right field, Rusty Staub. Batting fourth in left field, Mac Jones. Batting fifth at third base, Coco LeBoy. Batting sixth at first base, Ron Fairley. Batting seventh at catcher, John Bateman. And batting eighth at shortstop, Bobby Wine. On the mound, it's Jerry Robertson. Robbie is a D pitcher with a Y modifier. All right, for the homestanding Mets, we are at Shea Stadium, the practically brand new Shea Stadium. Leading off at third base, it's Ron Hunt. Batting second at shortstop, Roy McMillan. Batting third in left field, Joe Christopher. Batting fourth in right field, Ron Swoboda. Batting fifth in center field, Jim Hickman. Batting seventh at first base, Ed Kranepool. Batting eighth behind the plate, Chris Cannizzaro. Batting seventh behind the plate, Chris Cannizzaro. Batting eighth at second base, Chuck Hiller. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, it's Larry Bernarth, who of course did what many awful pitchers do. He became a pitching coach. And if you can explain that to me, you're a better person than I am. All right, so we got Expos and Mets. Old boards, old books, we got everything. Got our 2D6s, we're ready to go. Larry Bernarth was a D pitcher with no modifiers, and we are about to begin more bad baseball. Ty Klein steps in against the right-hander, and the first pitch of the game is a base hit to left center field for Ty Klein. He's aboard. Gary Sutherland comes to the plate now. And you know what? Gene Mauch is going to get a little bit tricky right off the bat. Larry Bernarth, the stretch, the delivery. There goes Ty Klein, and it's hit to left field. Under it is Joe Christopher, late of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he makes the catch for out number one. Klein returns to first, and here's Rusty Staub. Infield playing for two. The pitch from Bernarth is ball four. There's two on now with one out. For the Expos, they got something going in the top of the first. This was the matchup, by the way, although the Expos were the home team. And the Expos, I think they were the home team, in the Expos' very first game, which they defeated the Mets in 69. Bernarth, the stretch, and the delivery to Jones. And this is trouble for the Mets. Mac Jones, the mayor of Jonestown, just launched one to right field, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Scoring is Klein. Scoring is Staub. Jones around second, heading for third. The relay from Chuck Hiller to Ron Hunt is late, and Mac Jones with a two-run triple in the first inning. 2-0 Expos. Here's Coco LeBoy. Bernarth the stretch and the delivery to LeBoy. Hit in the air to left. These teams are both fielding three, by the way. 35 defensive points for the Expos, just 32 for the Mets. Anyway, hit to left field. Under it is Joe Christopher. Jones has to hold, and there's two down. Now Ron Fairley comes up. Bernarth the stretch and the delivery, and it's to right and deep. Back goes Ron Swoboda, and this one is gone. A two-run bomb for Ron Fairley, and it's 4-0 Expos in the very first inning. John Bateman comes up. He's 0 for 2. I'm sorry, with two outs, he's 0 for 2. He hasn't even been up yet, and he's 0 for 2. That's a bad day. That's a really bad. When you're 0 for 2 and you haven't been up to the plate yet, you got a rough day going. Bernarth winds and deals to Bateman. Jam job grounder to Chuck Hiller. He throws to Ed Kranepool, and that retires the Expos in the first. But they get 4 on 3 hits. They don't leave anybody, and after a half an inning of play, the Expos are romping 4-0. For the Mets in the first, it's Ron Hunt, Roy McMillan, and Joe Christopher coming. Robertson's first pitch to Ron Hunt is hit on the ground to Ron Fairley. He's going to take it to the bag himself for out number one in the bottom of the first. Here's Roy McMillan, late of the Milwaukee Braves. The pitch. Roy McMillan gets a hanger from Robertson, and this is going to be extra bases to right center field. It splits Staub and Klein, and Roy McMillan has a one-out double. Joe Christopher now Robertson the stretch and the delivery to Christopher is ball 4. 2 on for the Mets with 1 out. Ron Swoboda comes up. Expos praying for a double play grounder, which may not mean anything at all. Robertson the stretch and the pitch to Swoboda. Knocked down by Robbie Robertson on a comebacker. He picks it up, fires to Fairley, and that's going to retire Swoboda as the runners advance 90 feet. McMillan to third and Christopher to second. And it brings up Jim Hickman with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Robertson the stretch, the pitch to Hickman. Ground ball, Bobby Wine. He's up with it and throws to Ron Fairley, and that's going to retire the Mets in the first. So the Mets threaten, but they don't score. We go to the second. Expos 4, Mets nothing. Larry Bernarth will face Bobby Wine, Robbie Robertson, and Ty Klein in the Expos second. The pitch to Bobby Wine is hit on the ground to Chuck Hiller. He's to his left and throws to Cranepool for out number 1. Here's Robbie Robertson. Bernarth kicks and deals. Robertson swings through a breaking ball, and that is out number 2. Here's Ty Klein. Bernarth winds and deals. Klein hits it to left field, and Joe Christopher, it's off his glove, and then he kicks it. Klein around first, heading to second. Christopher with an E7, a 2-base error that puts Klein in scoring position for Sutherland with 2 outs. Gary is 0 for 1. Bernarth the stretch, and the delivery to Sutherland is a base hit just out of the reach of Chuck Hiller into right field. Scoring is Ty Klein. It's 5-0 Expos. And Staub comes to the plate with 2 outs, and now Sutherland at first. Bernarth the stretch, the delivery. This is hit on the ground to Roy McMillan. He's going to go the short way to Hiller, and that's going to retire the Expos in the second, but they get another run. It's unearned, but it counts. On 1 hit, they leave 1. We go to the bottom of 2, and it's Expos 5, Mets nothing. Robbie Robertson has an embarrassment of riches with a 5-run lead early. Cranepool, Canizero, and Hiller, 6, 7, 8 coming for the Mets. The pitch. Cranepool swings and hits it on the ground to Gary Sutherland to his left, cuts it off from going into right field, and throws to Ron Fairley for out number 1. Here's Canizero. The Mets catcher. The pitch is a base hit for Canizero to left center. Mac Jones gathers it and throws it back in. 1 out, 1 on for the Mets with Chuck Hiller coming up. Robertson the stretch, the pitch to Chuck Hiller is strike 3, swinging on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas! First strikeout for Robertson. He's bringing the heat. The aspirin tablets. Larry Bernarth with 2 outs and a man at first, the pitch. That's ball 4, and there's 2 Mets on. He just walked the pitcher. 2 on with 2 outs for Ron Hunt. Robertson the stretch, the pitch to Hunt is grounded back to Robertson. He turns and flips to Fairley, and that will retire the Mets in inning number 2. It's not artistic, but it's effective. Robbie Robertson with a 5-0 lead after 2 complete. Mac Jones, Coco LeBoy, and Ron Fairley coming in the Expos third. Jones tripled in 2 runs in the first. The pitch to Mac the Knife. Ground ball, Roy McMillan is up with it. He throws to Cranepool for out number 1. Jose LeBoy, career minor leaguer, up there against Bernard. The pitch lifted in the air to right. Ron Swoboda toward the line is going to make the catch for out number 2. And now Ron Fairley, who hit a 2-run bomb in the first. Bernard kicks and deals, and there's the center and deep. Back goes Hickman, running out of room. It's gone for Fairley, his second and 2 at bats. 6-0 Expos, and now action's going to start in the New York bullpen. Tom Parsons is going to start to throw, even though, well, the alternatives are not good. All right, so Parsons is throwing. Pork Chop Bateman is at the plate. The pitch. The pitch to Bateman. He popped it up. Chris Cannizzaro in foul territory gets rid of the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. After 2.5, Expos 6, Mets nothing. Can it get worse? I think it can. Roy McMillan, Joe Christopher, Ron Swoboda coming up in inning number 3. The pitch from Robertson is a base hit for McMillan to right field, the second hit of the game for the Mets shortstop. Here's Joe Christopher. Mets have something going. Robertson the stretch. The pitch to Joe is hit to left. Under this one is Mac Jones. He makes the catch. McMillan retreats to first, and there's one down in the Mets third. Swoboda now. Robertson the stretch, and the pitch to Swoboda. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley and a little nacho cheese. Gas. Hey, you gotta laugh at your own stuff. That's a rule. Hickman up there now. 2 outs. McMillan still at first. The pitch from Robertson to Hickman is a hanger to right center and deep. This one is gone. A 2-run bomb for Hickman, and all of a sudden it's 6-2. Ed Kranepool comes to the plate. Robertson winds and delivers. Kranepool hits it to left. Dying Quail. Here comes Mac Jones, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Mets get on the board with 2 on 2 hits. We've played 3. And it's Expos 6, Mets 2. Larry Bernarth is back out to face Bobby Wine, Robbie Robertson, and the night they drove old Dixie down, and Ty Klein. The pitch from Bernarth. Hit on the ground to Roy McMillan. Roy cuts it off from going up the middle, plants and throws to Ed Kranepool for out number 1. Here's Robbie Robertson. Robbie's 0 for 1, the pitch. He hits it to center, not deep. Under it is Hickman for out number 2. And now it's Ty Klein. He has scored 2 runs. He's 1 for 2, the pitch. Base hit for Ty Klein, just over Roy McMillan's glove. It's a single. And it gives Sutherland an at-bat here in the 4th. Bernard the stretch, the delivery. Sutherland waiting for the pitch. Bernard to first instead. Kranepool puts the tag on, and Klein is frozen. Picked off, and that'll end the 4th. Wow. So the Expos don't score in the 4th. We go to the bottom of 4. Expos 6, Mets 2. Cannizzaro, Hiller, and Bernarth coming up for the Mets in the 4th. Cannizzaro 1 for 1. The pitch from Robbie Robertson is popped up. John Bateman, pork chop, is under it. He gets rid of the mask and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Chuck Hiller. Robertson kicks and deals. Hey, struck him out on a bender. That's number 3 for Robbie. Now do they hit for Bernarth with 2 outs and nobody on. Well, let's look at the bench. We got... What do we got? We got Bobby Kloss, Gary Kolb, Johnny Joe Lewis, Charlie Smith, Johnny Stevenson. I don't know. Is there anybody here I can't wait to get in the game? No. So Bernarth is going to bat. He did walk in the second. The pitch to Larry. He walked again. A base runner with 2 outs now for Hunt. Robertson the stretch. The pitch to Ron Hunt is... I got to check fielding 3. I don't spend a lot of time in fielding 3. Ground ball, Gary Sutherland. He's going to go to Fairley, and that's going to retire the Mets in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's Expos 6, Mets 2. Sutherland, Staub, and Jones, 2, 3, 4 hitters against Bernarth in inning number 5. Larry Bernarth bringing the heat. The pitch to Sutherland is hit to left, into left center. Joe Christopher makes a nice running catch, and there's 1 down in the Expos 5th. Here's Rusty Staub. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Legrand Orange. Ground ball to Ed Cranepool. He's going to take it himself for out number 2. Bernarth has calmed the waters here. Mac Jones, 1 for 2. The pitch is hit back to Bernarth. He fumbles it, and Jones is going to reach on an E1. Second error of the game on the Mets. LeBoy is 0 for 2. Fairley with a couple of bombs is on deck. The pitch. LeBoy. Coco hits it over first base. Gonna rattle around in the corner. They're gonna wave Mac Jones all the way around from first base. He's gonna score. LeBoy cruises into second with a double. It's 7-2 Expos. And that's gonna do it for Larry Bernarth. Tom Parsons is coming on here in the 5th. He is a D pitcher with a YZ modifier. Bernarth goes 4 2/3. He allows 2, 4, 6 hits. He walks 1. He strikes out 1. He allows 7 runs, but to this point, 5 are earned. Parsons the stretch. The delivery to Ron Fairley, who's looking for his 3rd bomb in 5 innings. The pitch is to right and deep. Back goes Swoboda, and it's gone. Ron Fairley in 3 at-bats has gone deep 3 times in 5 innings. He's got 5 RBIs, and the Expos now lead 9-2. Yikes, that means he's going to have shot at a 4th one before we're done. Pork Chop Bateman comes to the plate. The pitch is hit to center. I'm not making it up. Pork Chop Bateman. Hit to center field. It's Hickman, and that's going to retire the Expos in the 5th. But they get 3 more on 2 hits. Another bomb from Fairley. We're halfway through. We got a lot more work to do. Fairley might have 2 shots at 4 bombs. He might have 5 bombs before we're done. Bottom of the 5th coming. It's 9-2 Expos. Roy McMillan, Joe Christopher, Ron Swoboda against Robbie Robertson the night they drove Old Dixie down. Roy McMillan's 2 for 2. He hasn't done that since T-ball. The pitch. Hit to left. Mac Jones in his tracks. 1 down. Joe Christopher. Ron Fairley going for 4 dongs in the game. The pitch. Christopher swings and misses through that bender, and that's 4 strikeouts for Robbie Robertson. Here comes Swoboda at 0 for 2. The pitch to Ron Swoboda is hit high but not deep to left. Mac Jones one more time under it and makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the 6th. Your score, Expos 9, Mets 2. Let's see how many more at-bats we can get Fairley. Can he get 4 bombs? We don't know. Bobby Wine, Robbie Robertson, and Ty Klein, 891 coming for the... Pork Chop has made the 3rd out of the inning 3 times. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? All right, Bobby Wine, here we go. Hey, struck him out on the baked beans. Gas. 1 down in the 6th. Robbie Robertson, who probably was a better hitter than Ty Klein, even though he hit only .089. The pitch. Robertson strikes out. Pork and beans. Gas. Ty Klein. Another hit for Ty Klein. He's got 3 in the game. This one to left center. Brings up Sutherland. Anything to get Fairley up quicker. Sutherland is 1 for 3. The pitch is to left. High but not deep. Joe Christopher toward the line makes the catch for out number 3. Ron Fairley may be up next inning. He's due up 4th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Jim Hickman at Great Pool and Chris Cannizzaro against Robbie Robertson in the night they drove Old Dixie down. Hickman's 1 for 2. The pitch. He walks him. Mets have a start in the 6th. Crane, we can't forget the Expos are entirely capable of blowing this lead. Cranepool 0 for 2 of the pitch. And they're doing it. A base hit for the Mets. It's Cranepool, the base hit to left. Where is Hickman going? Oh, he puts the brakes on at second. They're going to play it safe for a while. Chris Cannizzaro coming up. He is 1 for 2. Robertson the stretch, the pitch to Cannizzaro. Hey, struck him out. He humped up on that fastball. 1 down in the 6th. Now it's Hiller. Struck out twice. Looked bad both times. Both times. Oh, my God. Chuck Hiller at the end of a career. Here we go. The pitch he got. Chuck Hiller goes down again. Number 6 for Robertson. Hiller's got the trifecta. He's got the hat trick in 6 innings. This is the irresistible. Irresistible force meets the immovable object, and Hiller goes down for the hat trick. He's going to be back for the golden sombrero before this game is over. All right, Johnny Joe Lewis is going to pinch hit for Tom Parsons. If he hits a bomb, that's 5-3, or it's 9-5. Robertson the stretch, the pitch. Johnny Joe Lewis hits a comebacker to Robbie Robertson. He turns and throws to Fairley, and that retires the Mets in the 6th. We go to the 7th with your score. Expos 9, Mets 2. Chance for Fairley to bat in this inning. Parsons is done. You can put a fork in him. We're going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be... Who is it going to be? It's going to be Galen Cisco. He'll bat 9th. Another guy who became a pitching coach. Yikes. All right, Staub, Jones, and LeBoy. If anybody gets on, Fairley in the Expos 7th. La Grande Orange. Foul ball. Somebody from Newark got that one. Next delivery to Staub. Ball 4. He walked him. Here's Mac Jones, 1 for 3. Cisco the stretch and the delivery to Jones. Hey, struck him out on a bender. 1 down in the 7th. Coco LaBoy, 1 for 3. Fairley on deck. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone. Here comes Fairley with Staub at first, looking for his 4th bomb. A 2-run shot in the 1st, a solo shot in the 3rd, another 2-run shot in the 5th. Oh, he struck out the side. Galen Cisco bringing the heat. All right, we got to get Fairley up there one more time. Bottom of the 7th coming. It's time to stretch him out at Shea. Top of the order coming for the Mets. Hunt, McMillan, and Christopher in the bottom of the 7th. Ron Hunt is 0 for 3. The pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. Number 7 for Robbie Robertson. And it's not looking good for Dixie. 2 for 3 for McMillan. The pitch. Hit to right. Under it is Staub. 2 down. And now Joe Christopher at 0 for 2. The pitch to Christopher. Hey, struck out Christopher. That's number 8 for Robbie Robertson. He's got a 5-hitter cooking through 7 innings, and he has struck out 8. Yikes. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Pork Chop Bateman. Pork Chop Bateman, Bobby Wine, and Robbie Robertson coming up in the 8th. The key here is to get Fairley one more at bat. Work to be done. I'm going to use pinch hitters. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to keep the innings going. Although I'm not going to take out Robertson. Yeah, we got a hit for Wine because he's an automatic out. Pork Chop is an automatic out too. I'm gonna pull the Pork Chop. They need more runs. All right, here we go. It's gonna be. I'm gonna pinch hit Ron Brand for Pork Chop. He'll go in to catch. It's not gonna make their defense any worse. Brand leads off for Pork Chop for the Expos. The pitch from Cisco to Brand is a base hit. So lead off the 8th. That's a good start. Now it's Bobby Wine. Gonna hit for him too. We got to keep these innings going. Fairley needs one more shot at 4 bombs. I'm gonna use Bob Beetle Bailey. Robertson is on deck. Cisco the stretch, the delivery to Bailey. Hey, struck him. Look at the gas Galen Cisco's bringing. All 4 outs on strikeouts. Now it's Robertson. Gonna let him swing, need a base runner. Should pinch hit for him here. Better chance to get Fairley up if I hit for him. Yeah, I'm doing it. Here we go. Batting for Robbie Robertson is, oh my God, Jose Herrera, who will stay in the game and play second base. That'll move Sutherland to shortstop. The pitch from Cisco to Herrera is strike 3. Cisco has thrown the gas. 5 outs, all strikeouts for Galen Cisco. Here's Ty Klein. He needs to reach. Here we go. And he does. It's a hanger from Cisco, and it's going to be extra bases. Down into the right field corner. Swoboda's got to dig it out of there. They're going to wave Ron Brand. He will score. It's 10-2. Sutherland comes up now. Cisco the stretch, the delivery to Gary Sutherland. Hit to left, not deep. Joe Christopher is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 3. But the Mets get a run in the 8th on 2 hits. They leave 1 after 7.5. It's Montreal 10, New York 2. Ron Fairley is due up 4th in the 9th inning for his shot at the 4th bomb of the game. I had that once in a Stratomatic game with the 1979 Bob Horner, which was a pretty incredible card. Herrera stays in the game and plays second. Sutherland moves to short. Brand stays in to catch. And the new pitcher will be Claude Frenchy Ramon. He's a D pitcher with a Z modifier. Swoboda comes up. And then Hickman, then Cranepool in the bottom of the 8th. Swoboda strikes out. Looks bad. He goes back to the bench. Hickman hit a bomb in the 3rd. 1 for 2. The pitch is to center and deep. Back goes Ty Klein and gone. 10-3 Expos now. Hickman with all the Mets ribbies. Cranepool 1 for 3. The pitch from Frenchie is ball 4. Yeah, I'm going to go to the bench for the Mets here. See if they can get something going. Chuck Hiller's got to get ready for his hat trick. That's coming up next. John Stevenson is going to bat for Cannizzaro. Is this the John Stevenson that was with the Angels in the early 70s? No, can't be. Can it? I think it was. I don't know. All right, Cranepool at first, 1 man out, the pitch. Stevenson strikes out. Second for Frenchie, and here comes Hiller. Hiller's looking for the hat trick. He's gone down 3 times, and he hasn't come within 3 feet of the baseball. Galen Cisco is on deck. The pitch to Hiller. And Chuck Hiller got a base hit. Are you kidding me? It's off Ramon's glove, and it rolls towards Sutherland. No play for Gary. There's 2 Mets on, and here's Cisco. So they're going to go to the bench and hit for Galen Cisco. And it's going to be Charlie Smith. Sometime third baseman for the Mets, and I believe the Yankees is where he got his start, I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe he just ended up there in the 60s when the train really went off the tracks in the Bronx. All right, here we go. Ramon to Smith. Hey, struck out the side, but gave up a bomb to Hickman. They get a run on 2 hits. We go to the 9th. Fairley is due up 4th. We're going to get a new pitcher for the Mets. Your score, Expos 10, Mets 3. We got some drama coming. Cisco is done. I'd give you his numbers, but nobody cares. And the new pitcher will be Alvin Jackson. Al Jackson actually was a pretty good pitcher. He's going to face Staub, Jones, and LeBoy in the Expos 9th. And if anybody gets on, it's Fairley going for bomb number 4. Legrand Orange is 0 for 2. The pitch from Jackson is ball 4. Looks good for Fairley. Mac Jones comes to the plate. He's 1 for 4. Jackson the stretch. The pitch to Mac Jones. Ball 2. The next delivery is hit in the air to right. Under it is Swoboda, and that's out number 1. Here's Coco Lavoie. The problem with Coco is he can hit into the ground while double plays. Got to watch that. Jackson the stretch. The delivery. Hey, struck out Coco. Good deal, Coco. You didn't even make contact. All right, here comes Fairley looking for bomb number 4. Staub at first. Jackson the stretch. If he goes deep, it's been, let's see, I would have done that with Horner in about 1980 or 81. So 41 years. Jackson the stretch, the pitch to Fairley. Oh. Ground ball. Ron Hunt is going to go the short way to Chuck Hiller, and that's going to retire the side, but Fairley fails to get his 4th bomb in the game. But 3 is still pretty incredible. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets need a comeback of biblical proportions. Hunt, McMillan, and Christopher coming up for the Mets in the 9th. Ron Hunt leads it off against Ramon. The pitch. Ground ball. Herrera throws to Fairley, and there's out number 1. Roy McMillan is 2 for 4. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Ramon, and that makes Joe Christopher the last chance saloon. 0 for 3 of the pitch. Hey, struck him out. Ramon strikes out 5 in 2 innings. There's your ball game. Give you the totals. Expos, the visiting and victorious Montreal Expos, 10 runs, 10 hits, and they committed no errors. Their pitching staff struck out 13 Mets. The Mets, 3 runs, 8 hits, and they committed 2 errors. The winning pitcher, Robbie Robertson. The loser, Larry Bernarth. The MVP, Ron Fairley, 3 for 5. 3 runs scored. 5 RBIs, 3 home runs, and he's driving the whole team back to the hotel after the game. Thanks for being with me. This is bad baseball, my friends. Nobody brings you bad baseball like Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Don't forget to check out channel membership in the description for the video. Thank you for being with me. Hope you have a good day. So long, everybody.